to the channel and an update on the 63 Mercury. We've moved on to a new segment now and got the blasting up and running, as you saw in the intro there. We set Mitch out in his tunnel out back, and he got some parts blasted and we got some parts painted. The chassis and some of the components are being painted with the Eastwood paint, so that can be done right away because that goes directly over the metal. And he got 2 of the rims done, but didn't get any more, so we're going to wait until he gets a couple more done, and then we're going to be putting those in 2K epoxy primer so that we can keep these things from rusting. It's so humid in our area right now that if the metal isn't protected, within days the rust already starts. So we know there's a few new viewers that have come to the channel, and we want to welcome you, of course. If you came on Blair's shout out, welcome, and you might know that Blair mentioned coming to see us, and of course with all the car problems that he had, he never made it here. And there's, myself and our gang, of course, we're bummed out that he didn't make it, but we totally understand because those were pretty major car problems. I mean, engines, you need an engine, that's for darn sure. And I also want to say hi to Anthony out in Fort Erie because we've been in touch. He was dying to meet Blair himself, and of course I let him know that he wasn't coming, although he's following Blair, so he's well aware. Blair, you definitely avoided a lot of questions that we had for you about our project. We would have been asking you many questions about all the body work we have to do on the car, as well as, of course, the Frankenlane project is a pretty big roof chop and a new roof install that after we're done this one, we want to get into. You did, in fact, miss a pretty good dinner, though, I must say. We had back ribs, and we had smoked brisket, and I mean, we even had some fresh rhubarb just in case Mike made it here. So not to make you feel bad, don't worry, our bellies are all full. We all ate very well because we weren't going to let that food spoil. But most of all, we wish Blair and Lou safe travels and a lot better luck for the rest of the run. That's been a pretty tough go, and they've missed out on making it to a lot of the destinations that they were hoping for. So back to the Monterey. I've got some painted parts here. I will slip in what they look like after Mitch blasted them. They look really good. I made one error, and I used a rag that left a little bit of lint behind, so I'm going to give them a rescuff and a repaint. While Mitch was out blasting, Tim and I were working on the chassis. I'll just flip this. So we did a very, very large cleanup in the shop here because it was just a disaster after we blew everything apart. And it's a lot easier now for us to, of course, move around. And here, I'll let you have a look. So we started to, we got all of the last of the pieces stripped off the frame, so all the clips and brackets, all but one broken one I see, but all the components on the frame are now removed, and we started organizing all the parts for Mitch to blast, because we've set up a small section to blast right now. You can see the rear end is set here. Even our clamps for the diff are in good shape, so we're going to just clean those up and blast them. There is actually floor space back there for the first time in a long time, and so things are getting a little bit moving along. We just had the whole chassis was just covered in oil and grease and, of course, undercoating, so we've been trying to get that kind of prepped before we're going to flip this so that we can get the bottom of the X frame welded. We had it all tacked on the bottoms and fully welded across the top sections. Of course, there's stuff on everything. But anyways, we're going to get that welded before we blast it, because a good friend of mine actually is going to take the old stick welder off my hands. So that is a good start. If you remember, anyone who's been around a long time, you might remember that we picked up a gas powered compressor to add to the old girl. We found that when we were trying to sandblast, I've got a very old compressor in the shop. This is a 1964 Kellogg, and I mean it's run flawlessly for many years for me, but it just won't keep up with the amount of CFM that is required to run the sandblaster. So the gas-powered compressor actually did a very good job, and it kept up. It ran at a constant 95 psi the entire time that Mitch was blasting the parts. So we were quite happy with that. And I got to tell you, so we got together one evening to have brisket and ribs, of course. And we came out here to have a look after I told the boys about using the wrong rag and leaving some lint on, and that I wanted to repaint these parts. I mean, they still look good, and they're well coated. Some of the fuzz did come off, but I just wanted to show them that I needed to touch them up. And we totally found out that Tim has cat-like reflexes. I mean, and it just so happened that a camera was pointed at the parts, and we caught Tim in action. I couldn't even believe he did it. And it was actually a really big save, because that yoke for the drive shaft probably would have got damaged by, we'll call that the fall. So I'll put this in so you can have a look at it. And I'm nothing short of impressed. I'm nothing short of impressed. And by the way, if you want to in on a little bet, Tim believes that when we hook up the large blaster to do the body and the frame, that it is still going to run the large blaster with no trouble, that little gas-powered one. So right now, Mitch is blasting everything through a 3/8 hose, and the big blaster takes a 3/4 inch hose. So in my thinking, anyways, that air pressure is going to be cut in half with the amount of volume required. But for some reason, Tim actually thinks that this is going to work just fine. So we have a friendly wager for one beer, only one beer, that the pressure is either going to drop or the pressure is going to be maintained. By all means, chime in if you have an opinion about that. Maybe you know a little more about compressed air and how it works. It's just my thinking. If you double the size of the hose, you're going to cut the amount of volume in half. That's my bet anyways. So that's about the update. The boys are coming tomorrow. We got more blasting sand because we ran out of blasting sand. But the weather is calling for a whole lot of rain. So I don't know that we're going to be blasting. But we did decide that if it's a really rainy day, it's a terrible job that we have to tackle here, scraping all this undercoating off the bottom of the car. The old convertible, when we did it, was 3.5 days worth of scraping. This one is not as well coated as our Canadian car was, but I still would imagine that it's going to be quite a bit of time to do this. So to all our friends, family, viewers everywhere, we appreciate you coming by and watching our videos and all your support. This car is well on its way now to a lot more progress because of stuff is going to get painted. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of the glare. But I wouldn't expect it's going to be too much longer before the frame is out there to get blasted. And all the parts are already in a cart to be purchased now, so that as soon as everything's ready, we can just start bolting the suspension back on it and put it back on wheels, which would be really exciting to have it prepped to go, and then we can fully focus on that body over there. And of course, over here is the 390, and I'll be digging into that and get that torn down, inspected, and it ran really well, but we want to see that all the components inside are good to go for many more years, hopefully. So thanks for watching. We will be back probably in a few days with another video. We're going to try to keep the stuff rolling for you on a more constant basis. So have a great day.
I scooped it up before you did.
Holy shit!
There was none of mine there, though.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, good catch!
Damn!
Not bad, eh?
Very good catch.
Oh, it's still wet.
That's okay, it's not damaged. That would have been the alternative. That master tape's gone to this side. Well, we're going to have to...
Yeah, just go like that.
Yeah, there you go. I know, I was more worried about the drive shaft weight pulling.